thing I would say my ADD is kind of scary driving. All right, I am that guy. I will make you cuss, okay? I will make you cuss, okay? But I just wanted to say that when I really believed that all the chips were down and I was gonna die because that was the will of, not God, but Kim, I went and I just started my goodbye tours to all of my friends because I'm active in the Central Committee. I'm the Affirmative Action Chair for Johnson County's Democrats, and I am active with the Eastside Dems. I'm active with the League of Women Voters. And so I was just going around to everybody and I was like, fine, because I can't afford, it was true, I can't afford insulin. $238 a month, and I got fired. And you know, it's like everybody was receiving me because they thought it was Christmas time. We're gonna have fun and we're gonna talk. And I'm like, no, I'm really sick and I'm gonna die. And when I told my boss that, he was like, don't die. And I was like, you know, I'm right there with you. I don't want to do this. This is not a suicide pact. It's just that I've gotten really sick, and like a lot of Iowans, there aren't any options for me. I don't have parents. I don't have anybody, anywhere to go. And he was like, come here, work for us. You're my union. You're where I go when my boss acts up. You can't be my boss. He's like, sure, we have great insurance. I'll help you. And that's how I got my job. And I said, what do you want me to do? He's like, I want you to do what you always do. I want you to agitate. I want you to go out there and educate our union members and make them stop voting for Trump. Did you know, when they talk in the media about this wide percentage of non-college educated white males of a certain age that seem to be interested in voting for Mr. Trump, they're talking about unions. I'm just gonna cop to it. They're talking about us. And literally, they hired somebody to go out there and bring them home. He was like, educate them. Let them know they've been duped. They've been sold a bill of goods, Tony. And I was like, well, I know that. But can you bring them back? I was like, yeah, I can bring them back. You can do that. That's 83 counties. I was like, sure, no problem, you can do it. Oh, Tony, it's a lost cause. I'm like, nothing's a lost cause. Not as long as you have breath in your body. It's not a lost cause. But then you're gonna have to agitate them. I can do that. And I will do one better. I'll motivate them. I will motivate them to go to the polls. I will help them to understand that what they're seeking, they already have. The problem was, they weren't participating in a system that's designed for us to all participate. So you're getting a smaller and smaller and smaller percentage of people that are participating. And when that happens, the system truly is broken. It's not the chambers of Congress. It's not who's at the head of the executive branch. What's missing is us. That became a message. And the unions came home and they put Biden in. Now, I don't know where you fall in the spectrum of progressive politics. Iowa did not choose Biden. I love Joe. He's in Black history. He made Black history. The exercise you guys do reminds me so much of Roses and Thorns from the Obama administration. Every day, they would come home at the White House, they would sit down, they would have Roses and Thorns. And it gave a sense of equality with those two young girls, with the President of the United States and the First Lady. It was beautiful. And everybody participated. And I remember watching a film, an episode of them just sitting down to dinner, going through roses and thorns. And I was like, wow, and your highs and lows is perfect. It really helps to center you and bring you into the room. And that it's important that once we all gather together, that somehow this becomes a sacred space, a safe space, that we can all speak our mind and start to explore the answers together. I don't propose to have all of the answers. What I will say is that we're gonna fight like hell. We are going to fight. And if Kim takes us to hell in a handbasket, we're going down fighting, and she's gonna have some scratches, so she better put the Vaseline on her face, because this is not gonna be a Cadillac ride for her to the White House. Because, yeah, I think, and I guess I'm going on record here, I think our governor is actually auditioning for vice presidency. I think she has no interest in this state at all. And I think everything we're experiencing is clear that she is not invested in this state or the outcomes of her policies that she's espousing. So who am I and what do I want to do? Well, I'm one guy in what, depending on how you look at it, is a three-pronged stool race, right? So we got the race, and then one leg of the stool is Tony Currin. Another leg of the stool is Dylan Harvey, who could be one of you guys. He's 21 and has not, to my knowledge, formally made an announcement one way or the other if he's going to continue in the race. He did have some sadness happen involving his family. And so, I don't know, but hats off to him, because like I said at the very beginning, I'm LGBTQ, and I've said it to Dylan in private chat when we do the Zoom calls for Central Committee. We're all family. When I was your age, I marched at the University of Iowa for people to be able to make the choices that Dylan Harvey has made. And for him to come out, and for him, I've never met him. What a phenomenal person. At 21 or 22, be able to come out and say, I can lead. And I believe that. And I believe that he should be able to say that no matter what his sexuality is or where he comes from. That's the second leg of the stool. Third leg is Eleanor Levin. I just recently learned how to say her name because I just met her. Eleanor Levin. And we have similar backgrounds, she and I. She's married to a military man. No, I wasn't married to a military man. I've never been married. But I am, I was a soldier, I am a veteran. I do have a background in theater as well. I was going to be an opera singer. And performance and theater is a lot like politics, y'all. It's a lot like politics. You get up and you need to have something to say, but you need to also have people's attention in a way that they will accept what you want to say. So here's what I'm going to say. Anybody that tells you I'm going to go and I'm going to win this race and I'm going to Des Moines and I'm going to reach across that aisle and get those people to vote for these policies that I'm espousing, or to sign on to this legislation, or I know how to work with those people, my Republican friends. Anybody comes up to you and say, I specialize in getting people to do things that they don't want to do, and I'm going to get this, this, and this done, I'm not going to tell you to be violent. But if you are predisposed to violence, that would be a good time to knock them in the nose, because they are lying to your face. the current Republicans are out of control. They have no intention of veering from their lockstep path. They are goose-stepping down the Strasse. And they don't care what they do to us or our society if they force so many teachers to quit their jobs or people to actually graduate and just say the hell with that and go to work at Walmart, that the whole system crumbles under its weight because there's more children to educate than there are teachers to teach them. They don't care. They don't care if people are bullied in schools because the things that they're espousing affirm hate, affirm sexism, heterosexism. You know, they don't care if they are banning people from being able to think, from critical race theory to, oh, you weren't always a woman? Well, you really don't count as a woman. You can't participate in this, and this. Oh, and civil rights be damned. Who are you gonna tell? The courts? All those people are appointed? No. This is the climate we're actually living in. It's a bizarre world, everybody. What's the answer? The answer is checks and balances. It was always the thing that was the stopgap measure until we could get to the very next election. And it's been dismantled. We have to change that. We have to make sure that we've got a message that gets all those people that are in the middle to say, you know what? I don't care if I don't want to be a Democrat. I'm not interested in being a Democrat. I'm interested in stopping that one. That one person right there that keeps signing all of this garbage into law that is going to send us straight to the bottom of the basement. And so therefore, guys, people, if you elect me to go forward and to represent you, I'm going to go forward and I'm going to raise hell. I'm going to educate the public in not only the letter of the law, but I'm going to tell people the spirit of the law. Because let's face it, when you hear stuff coming at you, do you stop everything and focus like a laser on it? No, you don't. Sometimes it's peripheral. And if everybody's speaking legalese and all that shit, it sounds like wah, 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 wah. I'm gonna tell people the spirit of the law. I'm gonna put it in everyday context, what this dreck is going to appear like in your lives. That's what I'm going to do. Then I'm gonna agitate you. I'm going to say, hey, are you comfortable with a governor that says, it is what it is. It's been a good run, Grandma, but sorry, if COVID gets you, COVID gets you. So long. And you know what? I'm sure your granny is okay with that too, because if that means more profits available to have a better life for grandkids, that's what grandparents want. That's not what grandparents want. People deserve life, you know, and Kim wants life. She wants a better life for herself with her greedy ass. And that is what I'm trying to put a stop to. We can't do it. We cannot do it if we don't have the majorities. If I'm saying, give me a majority in one House, in one Senate. We don't have to have the trifecta. It could be a while before we get that job. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't foresee it happening in this race or in 2024. But let me closer. Give me a bigger platform to be able to look out and see that's a viable race. That's a viable race. Come on, y'all. Let's go out there and let's knock doors. Let's get these people that are in the swing districts elected. Let's get in there and let's not only bring our legislation, but let's block some of this bad stuff. Right now we have nothing. I was just there. Some of you may have seen, I had to take a picture with Paul Payton because I was turning in my paperwork. And he's like, can I get a photo out? Oh my God, a darkie. Get the picture, get the picture. It was pretty sickening. And I'm touching my paperwork, he's touching my paperwork because we don't want to shake hands. And the Capitol is a mess. All you have is a bunch of people that are standing around getting lobbied, getting talked at. They're not talking to each other. And nobody needs to actually interact because they don't need any of our signatures on anything to pass anything. We need help. And just electing someone to go there and be in the minority won't work. But you know what? If you do send me to be in the minority, I know about being a minority. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be a damn loud minority. I'm gonna make some noise. And that is how we grow our numbers. There are so many races out there. You can't even tell that someone is running. You can't, not in the swing districts. All they know are the people that they're used to voting for, the Republicans. But it's so much land to cover. They need help. And that's why we keep losing in those areas. Help me to galvanize that. And I want to stop here. I want to take specific questions from you and interact with you. I want to know what you're thinking. I've waited so long to hear this.